I've made loads of videos about red light devices and how fantastic they are, but today I have the daddy of them all. This is the Dermalux FLex MD. This is aimed at the professional clinic market, but it can also be purchased and used by people to use at home. It's got 360 medical grade LED lights and claims to treat acne, bacterial conditions, psoriasis, hormonal pigmentation, inflammation and redness, wound and scar healing, sensitive and delicate skin, skin rejuvenation, and all kinds of anti-aging and wrinkles. But most importantly, this is medically certified to treat acne, to heal wounds, and treat psoriasis and relieve pain. So there's no other device on the market which actually has that medical certification. It's called Flex because, as you can see, it's flexible. There's two ways to use this. Either you lay this flat against your skin and you just leave it there for 20 minutes, or it comes with a base, which I'll show you in just 1 second, where it's like that, and you just lay this over your face or your scalp or whatever you want to treat. So this is the device. It comes with this pillow that you can use. This is the part that plugs into the wall, and it comes with different adapters depending which country you're in. It comes with these goggles, and this is the controller where you choose the time and you stop and start and you choose which color you want. It comes with the protocol, how to use it. You've got the user guide, and it comes with these leaflets which are for marketing. So if you are a beauty professional, you would give this out to your clients. It comes with loads of those. And it comes with this massive, humongous bag. So this has 3 colors or wavelengths. The first is blue. So this is used to kill bacteria and to treat acne. The second is red. Now this is used for the anti-aging purposes, basically. So this will boost collagen and elastin production in your skin. It will boost the ATP in your skin cells. That's what your cells use for energy. So, you know, having more energy in your skin means your skin is going to look plump and healthy. And then thirdly, you've got infrared. It's near infrared. So when you select this option, the color doesn't change. But near infrared goes to a deeper level, and this is also great for elastin and collagen and all those anti-aging things. It's also good for relieving pain and reducing inflammation. It's important not to sit on this or not to bend it too far, because you will break it, and don't bend it back. So you put the goggles on. So I loosen these. It's got this little thing on the back. If it's too tight, it will leave marks in your eyes. So I loosen them so it doesn't leave any marks. You turn the device on the power button, then you select whichever color you want. So if you want to have blue, red and infrared at the same time, you can, or you can have them individually. So I'm using this primarily for, you know, anti-aging, so I do red and near infrared. Then you press start, it comes on, and then you just sit underneath. So I like to kind of listen to something educational on YouTube, and you know, you just sit here for half an hour. What I try to do as well is I try to use the back of my hands. So I put my hands under here so you get the red light on there. So this says it will treat your scalp. So if you want to treat your scalp, it needs to be quite high up. I actually want to treat my neck. So for that reason, I move this down to make sure my head and my neck are underneath. And like I say, I put the backs of my hands under here as well to treat that as well. So there's no heat, so you can't really feel anything. The worst you could say is that it's boring, you know, and it takes quite a lot of time. I mean, half an hour to do this. They say you need to do this 12 times in a row for your first treatment. You can do it every day, or you can do it 3 times a week. And then that would be your treatment done. And then you just need top-up treatments. So you can do that every, I don't know, maybe after a couple of months, you might want to have another 3 sessions. So please make sure you're sitting down. I'm going to tell you the cost now. In the UK, this is $1,895. And in the USA, this is $2,300. Now that is huge. That's extremely expensive. And although I have a discount code, which I will post below, that's a lot of money. Now, this is the most expensive device I've ever used, and I would not be comfortable sitting here just saying, oh yeah, this is the device, this is the price, see you later. I need to know why it's so expensive. So I contacted the manufacturer, and I was going back and forth, and I was doing lots of reading and research to try to understand this, to explain to you the reason why this is so expensive, because I need to know myself, right? So first of all, each one of these LED lights generates heat when it's running, okay? But this heat reduces the optical efficiency of the whole device. So what they do, they use multi-layers of copper to draw the heat away from the LED bulbs so they stay cool, and that increases the efficiency and the stability of the lights. So the next thing is that this uses proven wavelengths. So there have been loads of studies over the last 20 or 30 years into LED light treatment, and there are specific wavelengths which have been proven to work. So that's exactly what this uses. So for red light, that's 630. For blue light, it's 415, and for the near infrared, it's 830. So, okay, so what you say, you know, a lot of other manufacturers also claim the same. You know, why would this be more expensive? Well, partly it's the quality of the bulbs that they use. So standard machines, they use like cheap bulbs. They've refined these bulbs over the years so they're super precise. The waveform that comes out of these LEDs is pointed. The shape is actually pointed, so that means it targets the exact depth that I was just talking about precisely, whereas the cheaper devices, some of that waveform will target it, but a lot of that will be wasted. So again, this is more precise and effective than the cheaper machines. Then you've got the power. So this is advertised as the most powerful LED light machine on the market, but when you compare all these, you know, competitors, they all have the same power level. So Dermalux did their own third-party independent study, and they compared the power of all these different you know, leading brands, and their device did come out on top. So it turns out that all the other brands, the power fluctuates. It does not stay constant during the whole 20 minutes or 30-minute treatment. So again, this is more effective and you get the maximum results. Then there's this claim that this is a professional, you know, device which will give you professional results at home. So they have a much bigger device which is used in salons called the Tri-Wave, and this is basically a scaled down, less powerful version of that. This has European medical certification, which is much tougher to achieve than the US FDA approval equivalent. It's a tougher process which needs more documentation of medical results. So there's a lot of devices on the market saying they are medical grade or that they are professional home use devices, but that's a big difference between actually having this European certificate. So that is the main reason why they can make these statements of this will give you professional results, because it will. So my conclusion, what do I think? First of all, it depends on your budget. So if you've got the budget for this machine and you're looking for an LED device, then this would probably be the best one to go for, because it's got the medical certification. Yeah, you know it's high quality, you know the bulbs are super refined, and there have been many different studies done on this machine. So it would probably be the best one to go for. If you don't have the budget, there are plenty of other devices on the market which will give you similar results. It may take longer because they're less powerful and they're less stable, but it doesn't mean they're not going to work at all. So I do understand that this is expensive device. Secondly, this is massive. Okay, you need space to store this when you're not using it. So this is not going to suit everybody. If you're a professional and you're going to set this up in your salon permanently, then fine, you know. But if you're using this at home, you're going to need somewhere to store this. The other thing is the cable. It's about 1 meter long. Okay, now when I use this laying on my bed, it just reaches the plug. So I think this could be longer, and I think it's quite cheap. It's quite flimsy and thin. It looks like it could break. So I think the money you're spending on this, they should have put a better quality cable in. So I've been using red light for a few years now, and I also use all kinds of other microcurrent and other devices. I've made loads of videos about the other stuff that I use. So it's not like I'm going from never using red light to doing a trial with this and then I can take before and after photos. It's not as simple as that in my case. I have some images here which I can show you, but you know, it's not like there's going to be a massive difference because I've used this before. So I've also given this to my mum who's got arthritis in her knees. So she's been laying it flat on her knees for 20 minutes. She's used it every night for a couple of weeks. She did say there's a slight difference in, you know, when she's walking, she's going upstairs, it's slightly less painful, but it's not a huge difference. So if you do know someone who's got inflammation, or if you've got arthritis or something like that, this may be a slight improvement. But even when you're talking about the anti-aging benefits of this will definitely give your skin a glow, and it will help to disguise fine lines and wrinkles and boost collagen, but it's not going to give you a facelift. These red light devices are not like microcurrent or radio frequency where you literally get a very visible lift after the first time you use it. These are very subtle. It's just light, and it's just biological changes happening in your skin. It's not like a massive difference. So don't buy this and spend all the money expecting to have a facelift like result in 2 weeks. All in all, if you've got the money, you may as well go for this, because this is the best one on the market at the moment. Anyway, if you've tried this, if you have it, if you're thinking about getting it, or if you've got any more questions, please comment below. I've done as much research as I can find on this. So if you've got any more questions, I'll try to answer them. If you've enjoyed this video, it'd really help if you subscribed and gave me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.